Hey everybody, sorry I'm running a couple minutes late. I came in from dinner and started grabbing my stuff for the live and didn't realize it was already 8 o'clock. So yeah, give it like a minute or two while I pull up the live. As soon as I can get this pulled up, we will get started because I wasn't live last week. I have so many things that I need to get done. I need to do my monthly. I need to do next week. I need to do... hang on, let's turn that down. I was listening to an audiobook while I was like flipping through. I hadn't set anything up for my book planner all last week, so I was trying to do like a really quick catch up on it. And yeah, so I was listening to my current listen, which is The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, like getting ready to listen to the new one, Sunrise and the Reaping. So let's actually add that in there. I just completely lost my train of thought, sorry. So I did update this week really quick and all the other things that I need to update for that. The only thing I haven't updated in here yet is that I need to, I want to add in my bookish events from last week, which I haven't done yet. So we'll do that soon and I can post pictures of that. I did really quickly, because I only have the next two, this like current week in my book journal, and I haven't even started setting up April at all. So I did just really quickly do my monthly in here. So that was a good one. I just used our Peeps or our Easter candy. And like I did in that other layout, just kind of moved them around randomly. And I used some stickers from Peanut Butter Taco. I do want to do these 2 weeks, but that's kind of like my last priority, so I'm gonna get cracking as soon as I can because there is so much stuff I need to do. I kept meaning to just sit down with my planner even if I wasn't on a live or whatever, but I've been kind of just not feeling it lately. So not just planning, just like everything. I've been so blah. So I haven't really sat down to do that. So I'm going to pull out a couple of things from my I tried to put together like a quick, this has a little bit of everything I need in here. For when I did a junk journal night last Friday. So I was trying to like pare down stuff and not take an obnoxious amount of stuff like I usually do, but yeah, that didn't really work. But I'm trying to like get to a good place as far as like knowing what I need when I go places, because when I usually go to my monthly events, I'm just bringing so much stuff, so I'm really trying to like hone in on the things that I use every time. So like, or the things that I could possibly use anytime. So like a pair of scissors, a ruler, a regular eraser, a sand eraser, a pencil, a pen, a couple of like specific pens, possibly a tape runner, regular washi that like I could use for a stencil, basic set of stencils, a couple brushes, some ink, like, and have like a basics that I can just add to based on like, okay, at Christmas time I'm gonna throw in all my Christmas stencils, or whatever, or if I know I'm working on a certain thing, or so that's kind of my goal, like with organizationally. I'm gonna cut down this paper. I really want to get a lot done tonight, so my like, I don't want to say pipe dream goal, but if I could get my entire monthly set up plus like my birthday week next week done tonight, that'd be great. So I'm kind of like flying in here, and I'm just gonna start making decisions and try to do that a little more like, let's go, than I usually do. So first thing I'm gonna do is pull out, I think I'll use this one. And then this is definitely gonna be I think we're gonna do this one Easter, since Easter week I'll probably do more of a beachy theme. So I think we're gonna do this kind of theme towards Easter. I did throw a lot of random stencils in here because I was trying not to bring like all of my stencil books. So some of the things I knew I was gonna be working on, like I knew I was gonna be working on my hockey, I threw in here. Let's pull out April, because I do really enjoy that look. So let's pull that one out. And I do need this. We'll come back and grab those. And then I'm just going to pick out what Easter-y things I want to do. Because I think my mood tracker, I'm going to do the Easter candy. Let me just pull all the Easter ones out with this. So I think we'll stick with kind of like a pastel-y, Easter-y kind of palette, I guess. How are you guys all doing tonight? I see some people in here, but it's not showing me, like, usually it shows me like who's joined, and it's not showing me that tonight. So please say hey, because I can't see you. I'm gonna go to like a light purple too, I think. You know, I used to think the color that like Tim Holtz didn't do well was red. And now I feel like it's purple because I can't find like a good lavender. I guess we'll just go with mid lavender and hope that, oh yeah, that one's better. Hope it looks good on paper. So we're going to do 6 kind of, I don't think we're going to use them all for this though. I don't know if I want the speckled egg or if I want like a little bit brighter of a pastel. No, yeah, tumble glass is what we're going to do. Okay. Let's pick those 6. Let me grab brushes. So we've got pink, yellow. Oops, I just dropped that. My 5-year-old nephew has been obsessively coming up here and stenciling to the point where like I'm trying to find him like an old notebook that I can just give him and let him like be his. He's actually doing a really cute job, but then he's like moving stuff like slightly around. It's kind of, I love him using my stuff, but I'm kind of like, okay, I just need you to put it back where it was. And not like in a way like I don't have this organized. It's just all of the same size brushes. But he was like moving them around and I'm like, wait a second, that's not where it's supposed to be. Okay, I'm going to go off screen real quick, so I'm not going to see any of your comments for a minute. I just want to see an April calendar. Tuesday, 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's 5 weeks. 2, 3, 4, 5. And we'll do 4 on this side. So we'll do only 3 on this side, which means that last week we're not going to have anything there. So that side there's only 4 weeks. And there is all 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll do the nice long one down this side. And then finally down this side. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of grab these colors. And put them to the side here. All right, let me log back into my group. Oh, that's not it. Okay. So I've got my Easter-ish colors to the side here. And I'm just going to do what I usually do on this and just kind of spread out our colors all throughout the boxes, kind of as I feel like it. And there is quite a bit more than I usually do. I usually use like 3, maybe 4 colors. So having 6, I'm kind of not putting a ton of each color in every box. You might like make like one heavier on it than the rest. Like it might be like, this is going to be like a pink box, but then the rest of it's only going to have like a touch of it here and there. Like you definitely want to leave some room for those last couple colors. Or be okay if you kind of like go over them. You know, because you can add some blending in there and stuff like that too. How's everybody's day going? Okay. And like I said, we do have a lot more colors than I usually do, so I'm not going to put a ton of this. I feel like the green's not hitting very well, so I'm just going to kind of pop it in here a little bit. And then we'll kind of pull it all together with the purple. And especially with the last color, I like to go and make sure like the edges of the boxes are covered so you get the shape. So like right here where there's not, I might leave a little bit white in the center and not really care about that as much. But I definitely usually try to make sure like the edges are kind of well defined. Okay, so there are our first 3, or our second half of the week, I suppose. And then we'll hop over to the other side. Now this will need 4 days because we're going to do basically like Sunday through Wednesday. I'm just kind of peeling this washi back so I can realign it. Now we do need these last 4 days down here, so I'm going to leave that uncovered. And we do need all 4 days on the side this way. I'm just slightly crooked. And for this one, the first or the last 2 days here are where we're going. I need one more little piece. Oh, no, there it is. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. There we go. All right. We pop back onto our live. Hey, Shelby, how are you? And in this one, you can kind of change the order that you do the colors in too, and that way, like, you'll see kind of a different picture a little bit. How's it going? I am tired. Last week, like, wore the crap out of me. I feel like I haven't talked to you in forever. I'm sorry. I've been so busy. Are you guys on spring break, or do you do spring break at Easter? I can't remember. Oh, nice. I am finishing, or I just finished the third Hunger Games. I mean, I've read them before, but the third Hunger Games book, and I'm in the middle of Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes because I wanted to reread them all before I read the Sunrise on the Reaping one. Oh, I should watch the movies too, but I'm gonna wait. I mean, I've seen the movies, but rewatch them, I mean. Nice. A lot of the public schools here are on spring break this week too. But like the Catholic schools, like my brother's school, doesn't do spring break until Easter. So we're going to Florida. I'm going to Florida when they do. And my nephew's is Easter too, because of the same thing. See, yeah, that's what I had thought about doing, is starting Sunrise next, and then, like, starting Sunrise and then going back. But there are just so many books that are coming out. I'm like, I didn't want to have, like, not have to, because obviously I didn't have to reread it, but I didn't want to, like, go back and then feel like, oh, you know what I mean? There's just so many stinking books coming out, and I'm, like, excited, but I'm also, like, I am reading a crazy amount of books. And I still, like, cannot keep up with all the new stuff. Like, it's wild. The amount of, like, books that are just coming out. All of Arkansas is this week. That's crazy. I feel like when, I don't know if it was the same way when you were in school. I feel like when I was in school, everybody's was Easter week. Like, I don't know when it changed. I mean, everybody in my state, at least. Yeah, same. I have a few arcs I need to get to too, but I'm saving some of them for when I'm in Florida because, you know, like beach read, like I am planning on going on an even bigger tear. Watch I do that, and then like I get there and I'm like, I don't feel like reading. Like, and I just read nothing. I'll be so mad at myself. I've actually been on like a really good pace. Like, I think now that I've caught up and read a couple books the last couple days, I think I'm back on, like, like, I've read as many books as there has been days in the year. So I think I'm back on, like, it's a wild pace that I'm not, like, really intending to keep up, but, like, I've just been on it, and I'm like, well, I'm already doing it, I might as well, you know what I mean? Like, throw in a couple short books here and there so I can stay on that pace for as long as I can. So I think I'm at, like, 82 books already this year, which is insane for me. Like, for context, when we first sat down to do our bookworm stuff for, like, our Bookworm Life Planners, and I was, like, debating with Monica. I was like, I don't know, like, 100, 125, which one should I do? And now I'm like, well, I should have went to, like, 300, which is insane. Okay. I'm trying to think what I want to do for, like, this. Like, I love this pattern. I like this pattern too. It's so cute. I kind of feel like this needs like little brown bunnies all over it though. But I do really like this pattern too. And I like them all. They're all so cute. Maybe we'll do... I think we're going to do this one. Just for the hell of it. And I think we're going to make the bunnies pink and blue. And then we'll do the hearts pink and the bunnies blue and purple. Sure. So you guys aren't doing anything for spring break. Do you have any plans for like summer or anything? Any vacation plans? I really like, I'm going to Florida. So I'm going, because last time, or like at Thanksgiving when they went to Florida for Thanksgiving, obviously, my nephew was like, can you please just come to Florida with us next time? Because nobody else swims with me, and I just really missed you. So, like, this one, I was like, well, I kind of have to. And I don't really have any other big, like, major travel plans for the year. So, I figured I would take that off. And Alex and I are going down. Boy, Alex and I are going down for, like, we leave the 11th, I think. And we're actually taking my oldest nephew down with me. And then he's driving back with his parents later in the week when we come back earlier in the week. Oh no. I feel the same way though. I'm trying to like catch up on some bills, which I really don't want to do. I want to have a really fun vacation plan for the summer, and I don't. Which is boring. But also, like, flights have gone up to an insane amount. Like, I keep looking for random flights to, like, visit anybody. And they're all just so wild right now. It's really making me upset, because I just want, like, a fun trip somewhere. I think I am going to... which, I mean, isn't really like a trip because it's only going to be like a day and a morning. I'm going to Cincinnati in May because my favorite author was going to be there, which I'm excited about. That's kind of cute. Let's do the carrots down here. I do want to save up a little money this year because I want to do something for my 40th next year. I don't know what. Part of me is like, let's go to Disneyland Paris. And part of me is like, yeah. Don't be stupid, you dumbass. Save money. You need to start saving money. So we'll see. I'm like, keep seeing all these TikToks about Disneyland Paris, and I'm like, in that like mindset, like, you should go for your 40th. Yeah. Probably not gonna happen though, so it's like a pipe dream. Unless I find a French sugar daddy or something. Don't mind me just babbling. How are the kids doing? Everybody good there? Let's see. I just really hope it gets like spring-like weather back, because we had a good few days of like really nice weather, and now we're back on like it's freaking cold. You rich person to adopt me, same. got a new kitten. Oh. Oh no, you're gonna get another one. Oh crap. What's new kitten's name? That's fun. I like need something. I don't want the responsibility of a pet right now, but also like I need something fun in my life like that. Oh, speaking of animals, I think I told you I got Jackson that fallow stuff. Like those fallow bracelets. I think you said you guys have a few of them, right? Well, we realized that like the QR codes aren't like individual, so I put mine on Jackson's, and he is obsessed with them. Like so obsessed. Like to the point where like he keeps asking me for more. Persephone purr. Aw, that's so cute. So he keeps asking me for more and more and more. So I ended up getting him a couple for like Easter. Because they like I quote unquote like won one. So I just bought two and those are in the mail. So he calls me like almost every night. Coco, do you want to track our animals? Like he's been so funny with it. But he just like keeps wanting more. He's like, how about like, what do you want for your birthday, Coco? And I was like, oh, nothing, buddy. Like, it's not your job to get me a, birthday gift. And he's like, but like, if you could get an animal, what animal would you get? And I'm like, you just want more. He's like, Coco, we should have more animals. We like doing this. I'm like, you like doing this, buddy. He's so funny though. Like, he's like hardcore obsessed with them. It's hilarious. I have to, yeah. But I'm the same way. Like, I have to hold myself back from buying more specifically because, like, I just want to, like, spoil him. You know what I mean? I wish you could just buy the codes and not, like, for, like, $5, buy a new coat. You know what I mean? And not have to buy the bracelets. And or a plush. But he's obsessed. And it's really cute. But he's on a mission to get like one of each animal. So we have all of them except we have all of them except a wolf, and the wolf between the two of us. So I put his on mine and mine on his, so we like have them together. I know you're probably technically not supposed to do that, but I feel like I bought and paid for them all. Like it's just 2 accounts on one, right? Anyway, so we but apparently they're doing a new animal soon. And he like keeps asking me, what do you think it is? The last clue said water. What if it's a jellyfish? I'm like, I don't know that they track those that way, buddy. Like, he's like, but what if it is? I'm like, sure, buddy. He's so funny. I love the concept of it though. Like, I just wish there was like a little bit more of like animal learning. You know what I mean? Like, because he's obsessed with it and he keeps watching like the like few videos they have. But every time I'm like, here, let's go to like this site and watch a video. He's like, well, that's not our animal though. And I'm like, okay, buddy. But what if it is? So like, I think they could do like a cool like learning aspect of it too if they wanted to. Because he's obsessed. He like keeps needing to know. He's like, how many have yours updated? I'm like, the same number has updated yours, bud. It's pretty funny though. It is so cute. Like, I even said to my mom, I was like, this was like a throwaway. Like, I had a little bit more money for Christmas to spend. And I know he always asks, like, can you buy me a giraffe? Like he wants an actual giraffe, like, animal. And I saw that and I was like, he'll just love, like, he loves learning. And so, like, I knew that would be something he would enjoy. And I'm like, this was just kind of like my throwaway, like, and a little bit of an idea. And he's obsessed. We went to, but he's also like, I'm sorry. I can't write the days of the week while talking. He's obsessed with, he's like he loves Zane Coco. I'm his favorite person in the world right now. And it's so funny. It's so cute. But it's also like last night I like hadn't talked to him. So I like called him right before bed. I was like, hey, just wanted to call and wish you and tell you have a good day at school tomorrow. And he's like, Coco, I just really miss you. Can you please just come? Like, can I just come over for a little bit? Because I haven't seen you in so long. And it was like literally the day before. I took him to breakfast. Alex and I took him to breakfast. And he like cuddled against me the entire time. And he was just like, Coco, you're the best. Coco the best. Coco the best. And I'm like, buddy, just eat. Like, so I think he's gonna like when we fly down there just because it's a little extra chill time with me. And I'm not used to this, like, I'm his favorite person. But I'm loving it. All right, so there is April monthly. And let's get down straight to it. If I can find the pages I cut already. He's got a lot. Well, and my other concern with him being that way is that, like, remind me, I have to send you a picture of the new baby, too. I don't think I ever did. My only concern is, like, is this just, like, his cry for help? Not help, but, like, his cry for attention. You know what I mean? Like he feels like he's not getting enough attention from everybody else because of the wild amount of children in his house right now. You know what I mean? And I'm like, I mean, I'm still gonna, like, I love being there for him either way. But I just worry that this is, like, his, like, feeling left out. You know what I mean? Because, like, he's an easy one. He's the easy one right now because he doesn't need his diaper changed. And he doesn't need... Yeah. And so part of me is, like, a little bit, like... You know, I want you to know you can always call me, but also, like... Right. And that's what I, like... I don't know. I don't want it to be, like... I don't want him to feel left out. You know what I mean? But at least he's got me. So... Hopefully it's, you know... Not short-lived, because I love the attention, too. You know what I mean? Like, it's nice to have from a little kiddo that's, like, loving on you. But I think he's also, like, just a kid that loves to learn, and I'm the one that's like, hey, let's look up weird facts. You know what I mean? So, it could also just be that. It's hard having 3 siblings, all under 3. But, like, at least he does have me, so he's not feeling left out with his parents. Which, like, they don't. Like, they do stuff with just, like, even Thursday night, they're taking him by himself to a school thing. So I don't think, like, he is being, like, neglected. I just think there's so many little kids now. He's the easy one that's like, hey, just go play, you know, go play basketball. I've got 10 diapers to change in a road. I guess that's what Auntie Cocos are for. To be the one to spoil them rotten. called him today. He's like, so do you want to know about what part of my school day do you want to know about? Because I want to talk about recess. And I'm like, okay, buddy, what'd you do at recess? He's like, I fell on the monkey bars. And I'm like, oh, why are you telling me this? He's like, it hurt a lot. I'm like, I'm sure. So it's just changed so fast, for sure. But like, also, he is the best big brother ever. He loves them all so much. Like, so it's a good thing that like he has his own things, you know what I mean? It's also probably a good thing that he's like in kindergarten, doing his own thing, learning, you know, and I think the other thing is that too, like he's at school all day. So like, you know, all the little kids are around, and then he comes home and like he doesn't get as much time, both because there's like 3 little kids, and also like he's at school all day every day too. So like it's like a double whammy. Extra time with Julian lately. Yeah, how's school going for her? I should really message her and ask her. Winter was rough here. Like a lot of seasonal depression. So like I feel like I haven't talked to anybody lately. Like even my local friends, at one point I was like, I don't have any friends anymore. And Monica, like I had told her that like a couple weeks ago, and she's like, dude, winter's just bad. I'm like, I know, but I just like, I don't know. We need to do a video chat coming soon at some point. I can't tomorrow night and probably can't Thursday night, but I think I'm gonna be home all weekend, so that's awesome. And how's work and everything for you? Everything going good? But I know what you mean. Like, it's just nice to have like a special, like a little bit of a special bond. Like, that's why I'm like, oh, you want a new bracelet? I'll buy you a new bracelet, buddy. It's only $16, you know? Like, it's like our own little special bond. So. Busy and exhausting, yeah. I feel that. I'm like, I need my vacation so badly. Because I am just like limping along. I just need a break. And I'm kind of excited that like it is going to be a vacation, and it's not like obviously going to Italy or going to like a new place is really fun. I love it. I love doing that. I'm not going to stop doing that. But I just need like a lay on the beach and chill out, swim with my nephew vacation, like 10 days of not going hard all the time. Like we were supposed to go to Disney. I don't even know if we're going to do that. And I'm like kind of okay with it. I think I just need like a relaxing recoup, read a lot of books, vacation. You know what I mean? Because I am also very exhausted. I need a month of that too. I need like 2 weeks of this, and then I need to come home and have like a week of just like hanging out, chilling, video chatting people, crafting. Like I need a good like 2 weeks of like vacation, hanging out and reading in a pool, like, and then I need 2 weeks of just being home and like recharging. So I am just doing my mood tracker for April. I'm using our Tilted Easter Candy stencil, which is like kind of Peeps inspired. For this, I just do a bunch of like however days of the month there are shapes of a pattern or of an image or two, kind of. And then another week to clean. Yeah, I for sure need that. I need like 6 weeks to clean my house then. What I really need is like the COVID lockdown again. I need a good few weeks of that because that was, I mean, I didn't clean. I just sat around in terror and relaxed and did crafty things and video chatted people a lot. Like the first couple weeks of lockdown were just so nice and so relaxing. Oh, I missed that. Simpler times. I also I need to start like thinking about what I'm packing for Florida too, and I'm like, ugh, I just don't want to do that. Gotta find some bathing suits and find all my sandals and all my junk I need to travel with. Not looking forward to that. Okay, so there is my mood tracker and my one line a day. I'll go this way now. And so now that's going to be the April cover page here. Good job not letting yourself get back into... Oh no. I feel that. I mean, I don't feel being super stressed and busy, but I thought I was doing a good job. Actually, last week was really busy for me. Like, I had a ton of, and I'm not complaining because, like I said, I went through a time this winter where I thought, like, I didn't have friends anymore because, you know, it's winter. Like, I feel like we don't do as much stuff in winter, and there isn't as much stuff. Like, there's not any book signings, and we're not doing a ton of different things, and we're less likely to go out of our way to be like, hey, let's set up something in winter. And so it's been nice because like last week I had, not this past Sunday, but the Sunday before that, I had our all-day scrappy thing. And then I had, we had the women's professional hockey game that boy Alex and I went to. And then Monday wasn't anything, but it was St. Patrick's Day. And then Tuesday we had a book signing. Wednesday we had a book signing. Friday, Kelly and I went to like a junk journal night at a bookstore. Saturday I had a birthday party. It was just like all week. It was just like so busy. And I'm like, I don't want to do this. I just want to go home. I'm tired. So it was nice to have, but also like, I don't know, too much. I think I'm going to use this one because I haven't used this one yet. So I have the April one down. Now I'm going to put this one, which is like the egg lily pattern. So it's got kind of like that lily stem, but they're in the shape, the flower is like more like a egg stem kind of shape. So what I'm going to do is kind of do the stems in green just kind of loosely. Might get some over or under inking, and that's okay. And then since the APR is there, it'll kind of cover any of the area that I'm inking that isn't part of that. Now I'm just going to take different colors. So let's pull this up. Oh, that looks good. I like that a lot, actually. And I think I want to do like a pink border around it instead of, or like something, maybe gray would be pretty. Gray would be pretty. Let's do gray instead of black. Just a little softer than black, I think. Let's see how that turned out. Cute. I love that stencil. More than I thought I did when I designed it. That's awesome. Oh no, got a little bit of ink down here though. I'm gonna put like April. Okay, I'll keep that out. And then I think I want to use our layout stencil, just the bottom of it. Put these little bunnies at the bottom. And maybe some more of those. Grab like a brown and a gray, I think. I'm kind of just slightly alter the brown color just by making it a little less intense. Get a nice gray in here. And then I just want to add like a little bit of floral-y elements all over the page. So we'll kind of sprinkle them around here. And I'm just picking like a piece of the flower. Hey Cynthia, how are you doing? We're just kind of using some of the Easter stencils that I released last week or the week before, and making my April setup. Kind of flying through a little bit because I'd like to also do next week in my bullet journal, which is my birthday week. So I'm kind of trying to do a lot tonight. And then if I have time, I also want to set up in my reading planner. So we're doing a lot. I think I'm just going to do that same look on this page. I'm going to alternate the bunnies a little bit. It's Legends, oh no. Yeah, work is a lot. I feel like work is a lot for everybody lately. I am at my wit's end too. I'm ready. Thankfully, I have like a 10-day vacation coming up, like a relaxing vacation, not touring anywhere. Thank you. I really like a lot of the new Easter stuffers are some of my favorites. I took a lot of time designing these ones. The next couple, like I have the next 2 themes I'm going to release, we'll say, because the one theme is like kind of 2 themes combined. And I'm definitely going to have to break it down into several releases because I have like 40 stencils designed, and I'm not going to necessarily release all those stencils, but like there's just so many. So I have a space theme coming up, which that's not a ton of them. I'm kind of trying to like stop myself from doing too many on that one. And then I have a like beachy, summery, vacation-y theme that's like also ocean-y. So like some ocean character stencils, some like beachy, sun, palm tree-ish. But there's so many of them, like so many that I just have not been able to pare down. So what I think I'm going to do for that is just get them like done and then take them to Florida and take pictures so we can have cute, fun pictures for listings, and then kind of pare it down after that. So like the next couple releases I have are all super cute. Like I'm obsessed with a lot of the stencils on all of them, including this one too. And I'm going to do a fandom one at some point in the next month or so, to kind of tie both of those in. So I'm going to do a Lilo and Stitch fandom, which I haven't finished designing those, but those are like the next thing I want to finish designing. So all that to say, like, I'm really enjoying a lot of the new stuff. Yeah, Lilo and Stitch is, I was trying to figure out, like, I like space and beach. That doesn't really, I don't know what I'm thinking. And then I was like, wait a minute. There's Lilo and Stitch. So, Friday, Saturday, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th. So yeah, a lot of good stuff that I'm loving coming out soon. But I did really enjoy making this 27, 28, 29, 30. I'll just do little hearts in these. So a lot of stuff coming out. A lot of stuff that I really love. And then I think, just because I do really love this one too, we're going to throw some of these ones in there too. Some of our little peeking bunnies. This is one I definitely need to give a good rinse off because I used it with black last and there's just like so much black still on it. Ooh, car backfiring. How's everything going with you, Cynthia? Yellow in here. Okay, and then the last thing, I think I'll just add a little bit more of this like pattern greenery just to tie the rest of that other page over here. Some work trips, yes, nice. That's fun. I'll be in Florida at the end of April or middle of April, so I am quite looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to just being by the pool and not having to do anything but read and hang out with my nephews and my niece all day. It's like all I'm looking forward to, because work is chaotic for me here too. So I'm just so ready for that. I can't wait. Can't wait to not be doing anything. Finishing a bunch of the new books that I haven't read and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so here is our setup for April. Oh yeah, I'm so excited. This is our cover page, and then our mood tracker and our one good thing a day. And then before I add this all in, I am gonna, and then here's our inside calendar. So it's gonna all look like this and that, lots of color. But before I put this all in, I am going to get to my birthday week. And then that way I don't have to worry about like the tip and tape and tipping over and all that. So let me, thank you, pull up the stencils I want to use for my birthday week. I do want to use these ones, so I think I have 8 of them. Because I think I kept 8 for days like this. Yep. Here's the 8. Whew, I'm so tired. Yeah, 9:06. We've got plenty of time. I flew through the April calendar because I wanted to be able to do this layout too. You're still getting birthday gifts. Nice. I'm probably not going to be that lucky, but I am excited. My little nephew he is obsessed with these bracelets. Shelby and I were just talking about this. There are these bracelets called the Follow, which track an animal. And my nephew is obsessed with them. I'd gotten him one for Christmas, and I also got his little brother a polar bear stuffed animal because his little brother likes polar bears and stuffed animals. So like the polar bear stuffed animal you can also track with. So he got 2 essentially like animals he could track. And then I had gotten a couple for myself, and he is obsessed. And like to the point where like he keeps like, when can I get more? When can I get yours? How many do you have? Like he's called me like almost every day for the last like week and a half. Trying to get them, and we realized that like the QR codes aren't like unique. So all of his I put on mine, and mine I put on his. So like we have a couple more. So that we can do it together, really. And so I bought him a couple more, but the other day I said something like, oh, Coco's birthday's coming up, what are you gonna get me? Ha ha ha. Well, so then now like every day I've talked to him, he's been like, Coco, your birthday's coming up, I know what I'm gonna get you, but I need to know like what animal is your favorite. And I'm like, buddy, I don't want you to get me one of those bracelets. He's like, I'm like, I don't want you to get me anything. Like, it's not your job to get me a birthday gift. And he's like, but what animal do you like? And I'm like, dude, I don't want one of these bracelets. He's so funny, though. He's obsessed. It only worked for a little while. Oh, no. Did they give you a new one? They should have given you a new one. Because, like, I have a couple that happened, too, as well. That they, like, lost their tracker. So this is what I'm going for in this week. So I'm going to get our balloons taped down, and then I'm going to do this stencil. Yeah, he's obsessed with it. Like, he actually was just looking with me. I had, you know, if you're on their marketing emails, they'll so often send you, like, you want a free bracelet, which, like, then the shipping is, like, $25. But they did that for St. Patrick's Day. And he's been wanting a penguin. And I told him I'd probably get him one for, like, I'd get him a bracelet for Easter. And he told me he wanted a penguin. So I got a code for, like, a free bracelet. So I got him one of the ones. Unfortunately, wasn't a penguin on that list. So I got him that, and I got him a penguin that's coming soon. You didn't. Well, so when you log in on the app, it's supposed to, like, it'll say, like, oh, no, they've lost their tracker or whatever happened. And it'll say, like, track another, and it'll give you another one for free. Like, you don't pay for it. Like, they just give you a new animal to start to keep tracking. So you shouldn't, I mean, like, just on the app, like, when it says, like, oh, no, whatever, it'll let you track a new one. And you don't have to, like, pay for a new one or anything. But yeah, he's obsessed with it, and I like it because it's just something for us to do together. And he's very, he loves learning, and so he loves like little facts, and like he's really obsessed with space right now, and like, but now he's like back into the animals because of it. Like he just got back into it. Like I got him at Christmas, and he like every once in a while be like, let's track our animal, and then like all of a sudden he's like obsessed with it. Like he really is the cutest kid. And when we go to Florida, my boyfriend and I are actually, he's flying down with us, and I'm like, that entire flight is just gonna be like, let's track this animal. And I'm like, it's gonna be a little much, but it'll be fun. He's like, I'm gonna sit right in the center, and we're gonna track animals the entire time. Doesn't that sound great, Coco? And I'm like, sounds fantastic, buddy. Flight can't be any longer. Yeah, books, yeah, for sure. He sort of likes reading, so I'm trying to encourage that. But he, like, I don't know if it's his class or he just does this with his mom, that they, like, read, like, 20 minutes a day. So I don't know if it's for his class or what. But, like, he's stayed here a few times, and, like, we don't have a ton of kids' books. And so I have Kate, like, Kindle Unlimited right now. And so I keep finding books on there, and he's like, so when we go to Florida, can we read a lot of books on your phone? And I'm like, sure, buddy. But also I'm like, I should probably just get this and put it on his phone, or on his iPad, I mean. I just have to figure out how to do that, because I don't want him getting into the books I read. He's a little too young for that. So I am going to kind of stagger this. Yeah, but I want to see, like, I don't want him to have my Kindle Unlimited, like, my Kindle books, you know what I mean? Like, I think there's a way that's, like, a kid's Kindle app that I can just send certain books to. That's what I want to do. I have to figure it out if that's a possibility. Okay, so for this, I'm just going to kind of go like every other. That would be cool. You know, he has gotten so into, like, because he's like all about spending time with me right now. And when I'm up here in my office doing stuff, he wants to be up here too. So he's gotten like really into stenciling. So I think that might be a good idea too, is to have some stenciling stuff that he can do. Because I'm going to bring it, because like I said, I've got a lot of new stuff coming out in April. So I want to take like my beachy and like oceany stuff down there so I can take pictures and stuff. And I'll probably take my junk journal and just like do some junk journaling down there. So that would be kind of a fun thing to do with him too. So maybe I will make sure he has a little journal to take too. That would be a great idea. Oop, I don't know why I just took that off. I don't want to take it off yet. That would be a great idea. Because he has named this desk as his. Because I have a desk that I sit at when I'm working on orders and like fulfilling orders. It's got all my shipping stuff and my label creator and like all my like stock of stencils that I flip through when I'm fulfilling orders. Like at one desk on the other side of this room. And then I have this desk that has like all my ink and all my like journaling stuff and all my stuff sitting here around here that's like to do actually work on stenciling and like creating videos and all that kind of stuff. And so like this is like my artsy desk, and that's like my work desk. This is my creative desk, and that's my like fulfillment desk basically. But he's like decided that this is his desk. Can I just have this desk? This is my desk. Don't you mean that this is my desk, Coco? Because like I want this desk. And I'm like, okay, buddy, you can have this desk. So now when I'm like, oh, go up to my room and that other desk, and he's like, don't you mean my desk? And I'm like, okay, Jackson, you're taking this a little far, but okay. Whatever you say, buddy. Like, I wish I could have my own desk up here. And I'm like, there's no room for you to have a desk, bud. It's just so funny. He's a character for sure. Oh no, I forgot to do. Let's do this real quick. He is so funny. Are you reading any good books right now, Cynthia? I already asked Shelby this. I need to know what everybody's reading. I was on here a couple minutes late tonight because I was finishing updating my reading planner because I hadn't updated it in like the entire week. So I was like scrambling trying to do that. I have so far been reading a lot this year, so trying to keep up with that. I'm actually been doing pretty good about not as much, at least, mindlessly scrolling social media, or if I am, it's like I have an audiobook on at the same time. So it's, you have Onyx, okay, nice. That was a good one. I really like that, but I'm also like, why did I read it so soon? Because now I have to wait like 2 years for it because the cliffhanger is pretty cliffhangy. You need to update your reading planner. I was doing really good about like every day or two doing it, and then like last week was so busy that I just kept not pulling out my reading planner to update it. And I'm like, oh crap, I can't do that. I can't not do that because I will fall behind. So when I was here, you're taking a class. Oh yeah, that's totally fair. I am going through the Hunger Games series right now to pick up, so I wanted to reread it before I read the newest Hunger Game one. I got through the 3 main ones. I finished Mockingjay today and started Ballad of Songbird and Snake, so I'm hoping by tomorrow I'll pick up Sunrise on the Reaping, which will be exciting. I've been meaning... I wanted to have it all read before it came out, and then I got down a rabbit hole of a different series and didn't want to stop to start reading the Hunger Games stuff. So, yeah. I needed to very badly update mine. And so I like I said, I was rushing to try to finish it when I got on here. So I might have missed a prompt or two for a reading challenge, but I think I'll survive. All right, so let's pull this up because that is page 1. The only other thing I'm going to do is trace around these balloons. And then I think, I haven't decided if I'm going to color them in after. We'll decide that later, but we'll just trace them right now. Yeah, I mean, I read them years ago too, but I wanted to reread them all because it's been a minute since I've reread them all. Before I read the newest one, because there's one that came out, I think it was last Tuesday. So I wanted to get through and like reread everything before I jumped back in. So I think I'm going to actually just kind of adjust this and go up one here. Because I want to... I want to be pink here. Actually, I'm just going to wipe this down real quick. That'll be easier. Especially like longer series, I do tend to like rereading it before I start it. I think because I'll be so far, even like when the new Allie Hazelwood one, even though they're not related, they're related enough that like there's a character or two in it. So I like always want to go back and read it. I think I'll probably also go back and reread like all the Abby Jimenez stuff, even though that's not like technically, they're all just kind of in the same world. They're not like, you know, companion novels or anything. Why did this? Oh, should I just do it that way? And then, you know, since I'll also be on vacation, I'll have the time probably. We'll see. We'll see if I have time to do it or not. That's going to be kind of the if I do it or not. Yeah, it has been a while since the last Hunger Games one too. So that was my other thing. Like, it's not like some of these other series where they're like every other year. I do like interconnecting stories. I also like revisiting books, especially when they're ones I liked. Like, you know, if they're not books I liked, then I wouldn't care as much. But I do really like interconnecting stories, so it made sense to reread them for me, especially because I'm just audiobooking them, so they're fast. Like, I started The Hunger Games on Sunday, I think. So it's not like it's like a drawn out 3-month kind of thing. So I think, like I said, that's going to be my next read. Finish Ballad of Songbird and Snakes. Do Sunrise on the Reaping. And then I don't know. I haven't 100% decided. I might start the next Elsie Silver series. I might do one of the 100,000 books that have just come out that I haven't read yet. I don't know. We'll see where my mood strikes when I get there. I listened to all of mine, pretty much all mine on 2x, on 2 times speed, because they are too slow for me too. I can't listen to them as slow as most people read their audiobooks. There's some that I'll like won't do 2x, like if I'm like particularly like not focusing that day, or I'm like working on something that needs a little bit more concentration, I'll go slower. Or there are a few narrators that have my to be read is so crazy, so ridiculous. There are a few narrators that are fast enough that like I don't go quite as fast, but I typically don't listen to any book on 1x. Like, that's just too slow for me. Oh yeah, did you know you can speed it up? I actually haven't found a listening app that you can't, and I've listened through the library. So Libby, Hoopla, Kindle, Audible, Apple Books, Libro FM. I haven't tried Spotify audiobooks. It's the only one that I don't know, but you can actually, in fact, I can pull up my Audible app on my iPad and show you. And the amount that it allows you to adjust it varies on each app. Like, some of them aren't quite as flexible. Like, some of them are only like 2 or 3 options. And some of them are like several. You can kind of adjust it every couple. Here, let me show you. Let's find. So it'll look a little bit different on your phone, I'm sure, but just to show you. So right here, speed 2x, and you can kind of adjust it up or down from here, or like the quick auto adjust buttons right there. But yeah, you go to the speed, and then from there, like, you can just kind of play with what's too fast, what's too slow. You know what I mean? Yeah, no, Audible did this whole weird, like, commercial during the Super Bowl of, like, you don't listen to your books more than 1x. You shouldn't. And that was like, yeah, no, I can't do that. You read too slow. My brain is too, I'm too, that would just make me, I just couldn't do it. So yeah, I definitely listen. Audiobooks are too slow for me if they're read on the normal speed. Yeah, no problem. I couldn't do it. I hate slow audiobooks. And that's why I think when I first started trying them, I was kind of like, eh. I mean, I like the idea of it. I like the concept here. But this is not my jam because it's just too slow. But yeah, so when I found out about that, that was like a whole game changer. Huge game changer there. Yeah, I mean, that's what it was. Like, some readers just go so slow. I'm like, come on. Plus, like, the other bonus with that is, like, it'll be like, oh, this audiobook is 8 hours. If you're going on 2x, it's only 4 hours. So you can get more books in. So yeah, that's how I consume most of my books is audiobook, because I have an office to myself and I don't need to be like on the phone all the time. So 90% or so of the time that I'm at work, I have headphones in and I'm listening to an audiobook. And then like at night, I'll do my reading like my normal, you know, I got away from text reading for a while. And then my goal for February was to read, like, text read every day. And it kind of brought me back into that, like, love of it. I still don't do it quite as much as I do. I definitely only have a few text reads this year, but more than usual. So I think I have 4 or 5. No, 6 maybe? 7? Yeah, when I'm at work or doing chores, or, like, when I'm working on my shop, like I said, I was updating my reading planner up here, and I had that on my Kindle, on my iPad, while I was making a video of, yeah. So while I'm doing other things, like, I like to have that on, because then I can listen and still be reading my book, but also getting other things done. Yeah, for sure. Like, when I'm doing things that I'm like, or when I'm driving a lot, like, I love having an audiobook on. Okay, so let's trace these. And the other thing I like to do is kind of pick out a few of them and kind of do that little offset-y, and kind of like make different candle designs. And this doesn't have to have like any rhyme or reason to it. To sing. Okay, yeah, so you don't have to do that while you drive then, for sure, but like I said, like if you're Sometimes, like, if I'm like, I don't want to people in a store, like, I will put headphones in. It's definitely just like another, like, use of time kind of thing. I go through phases of like, I want to listen to music and I want to read an audiobook. So it kind of just depends for me. Like, if I'm in a mood and I like want to sing, then I do that. If not, then I usually have an audiobook on if I'm not on the phone with somebody. Just like I said, just another way to get some audio, some more books, and yeah. And like, if there's a book that I'm like, oh, I want to know how this ends, but like, it's just not my jam anymore. Like, I'm not super like loving it. I just want to finish it. Oh yeah, I'll jack it up higher than 2x then. I'll be like, yep, let's get this one over with. Or like when I book, like I just realized like 10 minutes ago that I haven't read the book club book that I'm supposed to be going to book club for tomorrow. So if I still have that library loan on my Libby app, I'll be reading that at like 6x. I might just not read it. I usually don't do that, but I might just not read it. This is my favorite way to make this layout like kind of pop. Like these random little candles with a black outline, I feel like just make such like a good impact. And you don't have to do the entire one. Just do a couple here and there and it looks so good. Okay. And finally, have these up. Oh, yay! Oh no, I didn't trace this one. Shoot. Let's see. Looks like it's probably about right there. Oh my gosh, it's so silly. That's exciting. I love my little fallow bracelets. I just love doing it with my nephew, honestly. Like, he loves it, so it makes me feel like, okay, this is something we can do together. Thank you. I am quite the fan of this layout. I think I'm going to use these little date guys. Except I don't like those colors, so. Yeah, I don't think I like that either, actually. The balloon and the balloon is too much. Let's just write them. So we have the 31st. I'll be on literally the other side of the state, so like just south of Daytona. I get in the 11th and leave the 22nd. I will take this one, my bullet journal. I will probably take my junk journal as well. I think I'll probably take my reading planner. I haven't 100% decided on that. It's going to depend on how much space I have. And then, I'll probably just take a little envelope full of stencils that I want to take. Hang on, sorry. What will I carry them in? So I'm flying Delta, which means I can check a bag, take a carry-on, and take a personal item. So I will probably shove them in my carry-on. I will have my bullet journal and book sleeve. I probably won't have my junk journal in anything other than just like throwing in my backpack. Same will go with I probably won't bring my reading planner just because it's so big. I'll probably just like bring some loose leaf that I can write notes on what I started and finished and any like challenges I think it'll fit. I showed this a little earlier. This is what I've been taking I took when I did a junk journal class the other night. Not a class, but like just kind of hang around and do whatever. This has got kind of like some basic stuff in here. Click arts with some colors of click arts I thought I would use. Pencils. I'll throw some other pens in here. I probably won't take this big glue stick. I'll probably just take one or two of these little glue sticks. I'll take a couple washies that I can use to hold stencils down. And then I'll take, like some of the bobbin type ones of some samples that I think I'll use. And then, so I'll take this, with some scissors, a ruler, that kind of thing. And then I'll definitely have a little pouch, or I'll add my little travel type stencil brushes to this. And then I probably won't bring this entire thing of mild liners. I have this. I'll probably just add like some pertinent colors to this. And then stencil wise, I will do one of two things. I haven't really decided. It's going to also depend on how much room I have. I will also probably bring this like little adventure book that I'm using for like trips my boyfriend and I take, as long as I finish Columbus before we go. So I can add Florida while I'm down there. And then stencil wise, it's going to be one of two things, and it'll depend on how many stencils I end up bringing, which like I said, I want to bring a bunch that are the ones that are new, that are going to be coming out, because I want to take like some fun pictures, like holding them up to the ocean. I have a few of them I can show you guys. I can run and grab them real quick and show you, but they're not all ready. But I'm going to do one of two ways. So one way, if I have a lot of room in my suitcase, I'm going to take this little binder. Just so like it'll be easier to be able to flip through. If I do not have a lot of room, I have these like the little pouches that I send some of the ones that have a lot of bits and pieces in, and I'll throw like 3 or 4 of these filled with all of them and just slide them in. So it'll depend on space for that. And then as far as inks go, I will probably pick a palette of like 10 inks that I like, that I want. And I have some little ink pads that are like empty ink pads that are like 1x1 squares. And as long as I have the right inkers for the colors that I want, what I'll do is I will just throw the re-inker on that pad and just take those little ones that I like basically made. Let me show you. I don't know if I have any of the ones that I've made. Oh, I do. So like there's these, I have a bunch of these that are, this pad is white, there's no ink on it. And I'll take the re-inker and just load it up with some re-inker ink. And then I'll just take a stack of like, I'll stack them together and kind of like use some washi tape to tape them together. The other thing that I may do is I have a bunch of these. I probably won't do that just because those won't travel as well. I might take a couple of pads that are like the colors that I'll use a lot of if they're all beachy stuff like Mermaid Lagoon and like, you know, a sun color, you know, whatever. Because I can just take like 4 or 5 of them just kind of taped up like that. Or I do have, again, depending on like how much room I think I'm going to have, I have this small one that I could just take like, I don't even know how many fit in here. We'll see. I got this at Joann's a long time ago. The brand is Totally Tiffany though. Let's see if I can fit in here. I probably won't do this just because this is like a very big amount of space. But I could shove, let's see. I don't know, a decent amount. Like I know when I went the other night, I put these 2 on top too. So I could take like 14, but I probably will not do that. That's unlikely, let's say. It's more likely I'll take do a bunch of those little ink pads and take those with me. Unless I feel like just being a little, if I have most of my bullet journal stuff done, I'm not gonna be working in my bullet journal. I'll be more in like things that I can cover up. I might just take the regular distressed inks. Again, that's probably unlikely. I will most likely do what I said and just make the little ink pads, make like 10 of them of my like most chosen colors of the ones I have re-inkers for. If I don't have a re-inker for it, I might just take the big pad, throw like 3 or 4 of the big pads in with a little rubber band if they're ones that I think I'll use a lot. So yeah, that's what I'll do. It's not like a huge, I don't know, like I just have to also think like how much I'm gonna be using it because I don't want to take too much stuff. I'm gonna have a lot of like admin type stuff to do. I want to shoot a lot of videos that I can edit down there at night, like when I'm not doing anything. So in that case, like I don't know that I'll be using a ton of inks. And in that case, like I don't need to bring a ton. Mostly I'll kind of just decide on like a good palette. Like I always use black. I love my lumberjack red. And then I'll get like a little rainbow. And that's probably what I'll do. And then I can just bring enough brushes to cover those ones. But yeah, that's what I'll probably do. So there is my birthday. Let's get my April stuff set in here. And then I might have enough time to do one more layout, one more double layout, and do my next 2 weeks of my Bookworm Life as well. Yeah, I definitely want to be thoughtful about like what I'm bringing. So I have some things coming up that you guys will learn more about at the beginning of next month, at the beginning of April, so like next week. And it'll make kind of more sense why I want to bring more stuff. But also like it's just a time where I'm not going to be doing a ton. Like my boyfriend and I kind of talked about, we don't want to like go out every night. We want to just chill and have fun and relax. And so like if that's the case, like I want to be able to, it's probably gonna be more junk journaling than bullet journaling. So like I won't necessarily bring a lot of stuff to work in my bullet journal, but I will bring it just because you know, I've got a lot of stuff in here. I'm gonna want to be I'm gonna have some stuff that I need to get done over spring break. So I will definitely want to have that done and want my bullet journal there to like keep me on track. But otherwise, like, yeah. I usually take it, and honestly, most of the time I don't use it. So, like, I'm kind of like, don't take a bunch of crap that you're not going to use. So I'm definitely going to pare it down. Like, I'm going to be very mindful of, like, only taking stuff that, like, I would actually use if I do bullet journal or do some junk journaling, that kind of thing. But I also need to, like, give it some good thought about, like, you know, if you're going to be taking pictures and editing content and all that kind of stuff, like, am I going to want to do a lot of junk journaling? Maybe junk journaling because it's a little easier. It's a little less pressure. It's kind of more just, like, laying some stuff down and having fun. Whereas I feel like my bullet journal has to look nicer than necessarily, like, my junk journal does. I always travel with so much, and I never use it. And so, like, even me sitting here like, oh, I'm going to take this and this. I'm like, why am I taking that? Like, even right now, I'm like, that is so dumb. What am I talking about? Like, you know. Those work trips, yeah, that's not bad. Yeah, for work trips, I think I totally would. I haven't taken a work trip in a long time, but I know when I went out to San Francisco for the Facebook trip, that first night, like the first morning I was there, I had a ton of free time that I was kind of like just killing time until we were ready. So I definitely pulled out my stuff then. But like when I was in Italy, I really only just had my journal. I was writing in a little bit. I didn't even do that most of the time. I don't want to take too much for sure. So that is a little bit of a dilemma for me, but I'm going to kind of just try to be mindful and just limit myself to like one rainbow of color, one or two, a roll of washi. The stencils I'll have a bunch of just because, like I said, I do want to do some like product pictures for it. But not necessarily like using them. So for that, in that sense, like I'll have more stencils than I'll use, but that's more by design because I want to be taking pictures and stuff of them. So, but I definitely want to take, like I will probably take, I don't even know if I'll necessarily take that case that I showed you or if I'll just throw it all in like a zip or like a pouch. I have some of these pouches, which are kind of nice to have. I can just throw everything in there. I do have one of those already started from my last scrappy that I took stuff out of, but like this has like a couple of like something like this. This is a little more form, so it's kind of nicer to carry, but if I don't have the room, I definitely won't be able to take like, I'll have to throw these in my check bag, but I can just pull them out after and put them in here. Yeah, so something like this. I probably won't take like all of this. I won't take all of these glue runners and stuff. I definitely won't take all of these. This was a Simply Gilded. I think one of the boxes. So yeah, I just like have been trying, and this is my thing because like I'm always like, but what if I need this? But what if I need that? I'm trying to, when I go places, to really like take a little bit of a note of the things that I'm actually using. Like I know I use a glue stick. I know when I'm junk journaling, I use scissors. I don't typically use a ruler, but like that's such a very easy, a 6-inch ruler thrown in is such an easy like flat thing. Like I keep one in just in case. I definitely know I always need at least one roll of washi, like a junky washi to use for my stencils. I need, you know, I use black ink, I use gray ink, I use red ink, I use this specific pink ink or this specific blue ink more than anything. And then, like I said, to also like sit there and think like, okay, these are the stencils I'm taking. These are the colors that, you know, if I'm doing like, if I'm in Florida, like I'm going to want like a green for a palm tree because I have palm tree stencils. I'm going to want definitely a blue for like the oceans and the pools. I'm going to want like a good yellow for the sun. Like if those are the stencils I'm bringing, you know what I mean? So it's definitely a matter of like being aware of what you're using, being aware of what stencils you're bringing. So you can bring like the coordinating, like, because if you're not bringing anything that needs a red, like even if you don't have any like patterns or anything, then why am I taking a red ink, right? Like if I'm taking a dolphin stencil and I typically am somebody that wants the things like the color of what they are, then why do I not have gray? So like that's kind of a little bit of the like consideration that I'm going to be working through when I pack. And maybe when I pack, would be a good idea for like a little bit of a content-y. I think when I pack, I'm gonna I'll try to remember to like make a video and go through what I'm taking on my trip and why, and like what I'm planning on doing, and then I can post that and you guys can kind of see like my thought process there. This was the April calendar I did a little bit ago. I just did that really quickly. And then I think since we have, not really as much time since we were talking about that kind of stuff, but this can go pretty quickly. So I think what we'll do is we'll do a birthday week, or really 2 birthday weeks in here. Let's see. Let's do, oh, I have all those. Let's do the sprinkles because I think I have all of the, when Monica did her birthday readathon, I think I have some of those stickers still. It used to be so bad before Kindle. Oh God. And online libraries. I'm a mood reader. Same. I'm also a mood reader. I always have a hard time deciding what books and stuff. 100% me too. 100% me too. And that's why when I first started, like when I was like growing up and the Kindle first came out, my mom had one and I was always like, ew, a Kindle? Like I like to read actual books. And like we would go and she'd bring her Kindle, and she's not like a prolific reader, so she'll read 1 or 2 books when we're like, you know, she's sitting by the pool or whatever on vacation. I'll read like 15. And I would go and have my bag stuffed to the brim of all of the books that I was planning on reading. And it was just redonkulous, the amount of books that I would read and like bring and then go buy more and have to like shove them all in everywhere into my luggage. Like it was crazy. And then I had to go to Florida. Like my grandpa had gotten hurt and was in the hospital, and I was the only one that had the time that could go and like be with him, while my uncle had to go with his cousin. His son had a tournament out of state and all this stuff. So I was the one that went to go with him, and it was like a last minute trip. And I was like, Mom, I don't have any books. I gotta go to the bookstore. Like, can I get to the bookstore down there? And she's like, well, take my Kindle. I'll just put some books on there for you. And I'm like, no, I want a real one. And I took her Kindle, and I was just like, oh my God, this is the best thing ever. I have 15 books in my hand. My backpack isn't 10,000 pounds. Like, I just loved it. And so from then on, I was like hardcore team Kindle, especially for traveling. Kindle DX was my favorite. I don't know what a Kindle DX. I don't think I ever had a Kindle DX. I've just always had a Paperwhite. Or I had like the original, and then I've just had a Paperwhite. I haven't had any of like the fancier ones. But I also like hadn't been reading on a Kindle or like text for a while. And like I said, I just started back up. And I started back up because somebody was like, oh, my remote, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, I don't know. And then I got a remote. I had a remote and I never set it up. And then I set it up and I'm like, ooh. So then I got the arm. And I now have the arm like all set up and I love it. It's so awesome. I'm obsessed. I'm just going to put a lot of random sprinkle colors in here, kind of vaguely trying to match Monica's stickers. But yeah, I'm obsessed with my arm, and I haven't actually read the Kindle book in a little bit. I actually really like, the remote I had gotten one. Somebody had sent it like, oh, it's on sale. I'm like, oh, I'll do it. Maybe like, I'll, whatever. And then I never set it up, and it had been sitting on my shelf for literally at least 2 years. And I never touched it. And then I was at a silent book club, and they were talking about like, oh, their Kindle remotes and this and that. And my friend Monica was like, oh, I think I've been looking at the Ring instead of the thing. And the other girl was like telling her about her Ring. And I was like, dude, I even have a remote and I've never used it. And then it was like, we had this cold spell and it was so cold out. And we were talking about it. I was like, maybe I'll just set it up. And she's like, it's just so nice to like be in your bed and like be under the covers and not have to like take your hand out to like go and to turn the page. And I was like, ooh, that actually does sound amazing, because I have this really nice heated blanket that I'm like obsessed with, and like I just love being cozy cuddled under that. And yeah, I do always kind of like rage having to like turn the page and like whatever. And so I set it up, and it was just so like, it just seemed so luxurious for like no reason. It was just like, this is just the best thing that has ever happened to me. And so then I bought like the little arm thing that you can put on your bed, and now I have that too. And it's pretty amazing. I'm not gonna lie. In fact, the heated blankets are, I mean, you guys live further south, but I know you get some cold weather, Shelby. My heated blanket is amazing. I'm extremely obsessed with that too. It is so good. I love it to death. That is one thing I wouldn't get through the winter months without, for sure. I highly recommend heated blankets. It's just so luxurious, like the coziness. It is 100% cozy. Like it's just so nice. And especially, like I said, when I set my thing up and I didn't have to hold my Kindle and I didn't have to turn the page on the Kindle. Oh my gosh. It was just like, it was like, oh, I'm in the lap of luxury now. Like if I had time off, if I could just like the Saturday morning that I set it up and I just laid in bed and read and was like, had my heated blanket turned on. It was cold out. It was like flurrying snow. I was like, oh, this is the life, man. It is so cozy, so wonderful. I 100% heated blankets are one of my favorite things. Like if I had an Oprah's favorite thing, a heated blanket would be high up there on the list. And it sucks because Alex doesn't like it. He's very like tech conscious. He's in physics and he's like, you should not be leaving this on all night. You should not be doing. I'm like, dude, I don't care. It is warm. It is wonderful when I wake up and I'm freezing. Because I'm not freezing. Like, I do not care if I burn my face off. It is amazing. Yes, the remotes. Answer, 100%. Yeah, but see, the space heater is not, like, it's not the same. This is just like, oh. I mean, I have a space heater too. This is different. This is so different. I should, I'll link the remote and the arm that I have in the group later. The blanket I think was a Christmas gift, but I think I also can link the one I have, but I mean, that's any heated blanket is a good, like the one that I have now is nothing specifically special, so I say just find like a good deal on one. Like usually in the like fall, they'll start going on sale like at Walmart or Kohl's. Just kind of get whatever one there, to be honest. See, like, I have a heater blowing on me at work a lot because even in the summer, like, they keep the air on so freaking cold. So I have a heater on constantly, and I think that's just, like, made me not as much like having it blowing on me all the time because I have it blowing on me at work all the time. You know what I mean? Like, and it's a smaller one, too, so it's kind of like... Yeah, see, my heater, I can do, like, the timer on. And I also think, actually, like... I want to say, like, if I set up, like, an Amazon, like a smart plug or whatever, I could also just have that turn it off. But I'm too lazy for that, and it's so nice. Yeah, my office, I, like, always have it on. So it's kind of like, I'm okay. I don't need it. So I definitely like having a heated blanket in my house more than I like. I also have like a space heater in my office up here too. So it's kind of like I have that space heating other places. So it doesn't get me as like, it's just not as cozy. I don't even know how to describe it. The blanket is just so cozy. Now apparently there's also a Ring remote for your Kindle. Monica brought hers to Scrappy the last time, and it's nice, but I don't care. Like, I think it would annoy me having it on my finger all the time. She says she likes it, like, way better than the regular remote, so I think it's probably a personal preference. But I've heard a lot of people say they like the Ring a lot more, but, I mean, unless it's totally different when it's, like, yours. I can't see it. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, they're definitely all over too. I just, like I said, I haven't tried it on my own, so I haven't tried it, like, with a book and reading and stuff. I don't know. It just doesn't seem, to me, it seems like it would bug me. But apparently a lot of people like those better. So just a forewarning. I'll probably link both, because I know Monica sent me the link of her Ring. But yeah, I love, love, love the arm. The arm is super nice. Now, I will say, like, if your bed is close to the wall, I might check out a different one. Because mine was super hard to find, like, the exact right spot. But I still really like it. It seems to have, like, good movement, where I was kind of worried about some of the other ones wouldn't have a good range. So I'm just throwing sprinkles down kind of all over. And then I'm going to use a lot of Monica's boxes to do the like real decorating part of it. All right, so let's just lay down like a good base of sprinkles there. And then we'll do, let's see. So the 31st is Monday. Let me pull out some days of the week too. I think these are kind of more the jam. So we have Monday. Actually, let's do the dates first. The 31st, and that'll be Monday. First, Tuesday. Second. Wednesday. Third. So Thursday. Fourth. Friday. Saturday, 6th, Sunday, and then we have, I think we'll actually just do this side. No, we'll do it this way that I've been doing it. 7th, 8th, 11th, 13th, and then I'll do days of the week, and then that'll be it. So just to kind of wrap this up, because I don't want to go too much longer than this other than showing you all the things I've done. We use a bunch of our new Easter stuff that's out in the shop, and then of course my birthday stuff, because my birthday is next week. Oh my gosh. And then I've got a lot of new stuff coming out, so you'll be hearing some releases. My next release will be a really, not super small, but kind of a quick space release. And then the release after that is going to be like a beachy, oceany, vacation-y vibe. Let's do a happy birthday on my birthday. And then we'll do like a weekend vibe here. Thank you. We'll do the birthday cake. And let's also add a birthday on my actual day over here. And then I think I'll just use the rest of it. Thank you. I'll use the rest of it like on that, you know, like I'll embellish it, use the rest to like embellish it when I get there. So yeah, so there's another quick layout. We got a ton of stuff done today. I'm very happy with that because I felt like I was a little behind not having done my live last week and knowing like April was coming up, so I had a ton to like catch up on that. So behind the scenes, I did do this one, which, let's see, Easter is the 20th. Earth Day. Let me see what day Earth Day is. I should also put on my April 22nd. That's what I thought. So I did do this really quickly beforehand. Let's see, is there any, what's in April? April 6th is National Library Day. Let's put that down, April 12th. Drop Everything and Read Day. I will absolutely be participating in that because I will be hanging out at the beach and dropping everything and read. And then 14th, I'll put that on when I do the next week. So yeah, so there's 2 weeks in my Bookworm Life for a birthday spread. We use our sprinkle stencil for that. And then some of Monica's stickers, her balloon date dots, her days of the week, and a couple of her birthday themed kits. And that's everything we did in my Bookworm Life. And then in my planner, we did a ton also, which I'm very excited about because that kind of got me. We used a few of our different, we used the silhouette, the egg and bunny silhouette ones. We used the APR April calendar blocks. We used the egg lily. We used the layout on cottontail stencil. We used our journaling basic stencil. We used our bunny love. We used one of the calendar brush boxes. We used the bunny heads there. We used the Easter candy there. So we got a lot of use out of all of our April stuff in our April layout. And it looks really pretty, and I love the colors that I used. I'm very excited about that one. And then we also did a birthday spread. I actually want to put my name in here, or my... Yeah, I think we'll leave it as is for now. But yeah, so let me actually grab these really quick. I've got this. I can put my birthday down. Ooh, I just ripped it in half. Thank you. I actually really like all of these too. Oh my goodness. Okay, I love these stickers, but they are very delicate. I rip these things in half like on the daily. But I do love her font, so I'm like always want to get them. There's nothing else in here that is in that week. I can put this in here though. Let's see. Easter is on the 20th, which means, am I right that Passover is on the 13th? Oh, I'm thinking Palm Sunday is the 12th. I was thinking Palm Sunday. Oops. Okay, so the evening of the 12th is Passover. Let's add that. Birthday is the 22nd. And I think that is it on our Sugary Gal shop list of holidays. I do want to also add birthdays in though, so let's I can go back to that really quick. Let me grab some birthday stickers. No, I'll just do this on my own. Anyway. Stickers. We'll do this a different day. So yeah, there's everything I did. I hope you liked that. I will be adding this to YouTube probably tomorrow. Unfortunately, Facebook is now deleting lives after 30 days, so I won't be able to have this here much more than 30 days. But to kind of help alleviate that, I know these are things that people like to go back and watch. This will be uploaded to my YouTube most likely tomorrow, but if not, it'll be up, by the end of the week. So if you're looking for this, you can always go over there and look. But yeah, so that's pretty much all I have for tonight. I hope you guys liked it. It was fun hanging out with you guys. Thank you for being here for sure. My next live will be, next week is the 1st, right? Tuesday is the 1st, I believe. I may not be live on the 1st. If I'm not, I think I'll go live probably Monday, the 31st. I don't know. I haven't 100% decided. It's going to depend on a couple things. In the spring, it's going to be a little touch and go. Like I said, I'm going to go to Florida in a couple weeks. So while I'm there, I won't be live the 2 Tuesdays that I'm on vacation. I may go like a quick little like, hey, what's up live at the beach. But it won't be like a planning live because I won't have my setup. But I am hoping to go live next week. Spring's going to be a little touchy on specific days. I may have to kind of like revert to a little bit of a as I can. But I will definitely try to be live as much as possible because I love doing these and it keeps me up to date on my planners. And yeah, so hopefully I will be live next Tuesday. I'm not, it's going to depend on a couple things. My mom, the team my mom and brother coach together has their first game. And I know my sister-in-law likes to go to it. Now that she's got 4 kids, she might need me to be there to help. So we will see. I'm going to do my best. Yeah. Anyway, you guys don't need to know the whole life story. So, hopefully we'll be here next Tuesday. Not 1000%. Also, it's my birthday week. So, depending on like when we're going to do stuff for that, I may have to change things around a little bit. So, I hope you guys had fun. I will see you sometime next week. I'm not 100% sure it'll be Tuesday, but sometime next week. So yeah, let me just get this tape off of here. All right. I hope you guys have a great night. Hope you're working hard on your planners and you get them all up to date and all of that. So as soon as I get this off, I have a handful of washi. Bye.